name is Warren Gregory, my wife Michelle Gregory. I'm known as the Flowerbikeman.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Josie Show, your guys' weekly vlogs out of beautiful Amsterdam. And I promised you guys an interview with Flowerbikeman. Well, that's what this is right here. He's gonna tell you his story, tell you his passion, and why he decorates bikes. And although this is one of Flowerbike's favorite spots to chill at, we're gonna eventually go to Vondel Park, and that's where we're gonna meet up with Ferrybike, and we're gonna tell you guys how Flowerbikeman actually came about after meeting Ferrybike.
My name is Warren Gregory, my wife Michelle Gregory. I'm known as the Flowerbikeman. Well, because I had a lot of bikes and put a lot of flowers on them. This all started right here at Central Station. When Michelle lost her bike, I don't know, 12, 15 years ago. And I took up the Amsterdammer way of putting some sunflowers on the bike. And she never lost her bike again. And that was the start for me for the flower bike thing. Of course, I noticed people saying it was beautiful, whatever. But when we back to Florida, they were used as like breadcrumbs for Michelle's epilepsy. She got lost on her way to work and put a few bikes out. And some people really liked them, and they wanted a bike, and soon the whole street had flower bikes, similar to what I've done around here in Amsterdam now. But now it's a different thing. It's more of it's an art thing, but it's funny how it all started from my love for her and my love for this city. This city sparked an idea in me of how to keep everyone safe, and first of all, keep her safe. A brightly colored bike in Florida is much safer than a regular bike. this one girl riding at me from the other direction, and she smiled. She just smiled so big, and she said, "Boy, boom." That was the very first time we ever said it. And that stuck with me. I don't know who she is, but I still remember her smile. And then every smile after that. The bikes just grew bigger and bigger. Became so many other reasons of why I did it. The first one was that, just to find it. And it's something that we learned from Amsterdamers who, for many reasons, decorate their bikes. To find it, to not be just another feats in the crowd. If you have a stressful job and you ride a flower bike, it kind of melts that stuff away.
You can't be stressed anymore.
That's why I respect her so much, because of what she does for a living. She comes out here and continues this same lifestyle. My girl.
You're so nice.
No, we're doing the same thing. It was so fun to find her on the internet and realize, man, we're going to hang out in Walker Park and it won't be long.
Yes, and I knew that you were going to come to Amsterdam one day, but it took so long. I was like, I don't know, maybe we're going to meet someday. It would be kind of cool.
It was right here, though.
It was right here at the Schepijs store, the little green thingy, a little bit more to the left.
Ah, okay, right here.
Yes. These two bikes were there, and I was just cycling in the park with, I don't know, I think I was with my sister or something.
Yeah, with the dog on.
Yeah, with the little dog. And I was just cycling in the park, and I saw these two other bicycles with a lot of flowers, and I was like, what dude, these are so
Your
cool.
exact words.
I'm just gonna put my bike with these two bikes and just wait and see what happens. And I think it took 2 seconds before you guys turned around and we actually met. That was really cool. So the way that my bike started, I just had a few flowers on the basket of my bike, and then a little bit more, and then I went to Action or Blokker, just some stores, and I found myself more flowers. And one day, I think I was in the city, and people started making pictures, and people started smiling, and I looked at my bicycle and I was like, oh yeah, it kind of got out of hand now. I kind of understand. It was so nice because everybody was laughing and smiling, and I didn't. Yeah, but it was so cool because I didn't. It was just a bicycle and it just had flowers. It was just weird. Yeah.
Let's hear about the first bicycle. What happened?
Yeah. Oh, the first bicycle when I broke it down.
This is what flower biking is all about.
At the end, when all the flowers got too much and my flowers started breaking down, and I also wanted to buy myself a new bicycle, I decided to give my old bicycle to the refugees from Syria, because this lady was giving bicycle classes to women. So I decided to donate mine to one of these women, and she's still cycling it now. Yeah, I'm so happy that I could do that. It was just, but that's the thing, it just comes kind of naturally, because it's just a bike with flowers and it got out of hand, and the reactions are so cool. And then when I got myself a new bike, obviously what am I going to do with my old bike? It's not broken, it was still working, it was good, I should donate it to someone who needs it. And so all these stories come together and they're really cool, but it was kind of just how it happened. It's really nice.
There was always old bikes in my town and no one wanted them. Just sitting in bike shops, and finally I bought like 12 of them, $10 a piece.
Sad old bikes.
And then I made them all super happy and carpet, something.
Yes.
They all were fixed. I wouldn't new tires, they put the brake, everything got all restored, and then eventually each bike went to somebody. Either they kept the flowers, or they were a guy, and they were, oh, well, I'm going to take that stuff off, but I needed to go to work. Okay, no problem. Put them on another bike.
Yeah, you had this one story about the bike that's still there, right? I don't know. It's still at a house.
Still a dozen.
Yeah,
There's
but
one
that
that these people have restored it. That one was a Christmas tree
And it's
bike.
still kind of part of the property of the house, right?
Yeah.
That you told me about. Where is that?
Yeah, that's in Tarpon, but it's behind Mama's restaurant. There's a woman who saw all the bikes I was doing. She was wanting one for long. Finally got someone to get a hold of me because she was dying.
Mm.
She
Oh,
said,
yeah.
I just want a bike before I go. I thought she wanted to ride it. I made this beautiful bike, glitter wheels, everything. I gave it to her. It only took me a day, but she said, oh, I'm so glad because I didn't know if I was going to make it. We're not going to go for a ride. She said, no, honey. I'm not going to go. She died 3 days later. But everyone tells me that she sat on her porch every day and just watched her bike. And at night the lights would come on. And now the landlord, whoever rents the house now, has to have the bike still. It's not going to.
Awesome.
It's protected by shade and everything, so it's not going to get sun damage. That's one of the best ways.
Yes, but that's how I think also the things that they kind of come together in a way that you. I mean, it's you hear the story of a lady. Of course, it kind of moves you, and then you do your thing because that's flower bikes. You just do your thing, and then the thing that kind of comes together is people are gonna die. Everybody's gonna die. That's why if we do funeral stuff, we're all gonna die. We better make this nice thing of it, and then this whole stuff comes together of this lady just looking at her bike and spending her last days. That's.
I can't buy that. You know?
Exactly.
It's an honor you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of forces me to doing this.
Yeah.
Because there's more people that need it.
And but that's the fun fucking
That's
thing.
one story. How many people have told you that their day was made just because somebody was How many smiles have you seen go from?
Yeah. Just people having their daily moody face.
The frozen duck, the frozen deer.
Yes.
Or they try to say something and they can only squeak.
Yeah. Yeah, or the Very true.
Now the mission of the flower bike is for me is to keep building more. To keep setting up these little things like this in places to make people wonder what's happening.
Yes.
To spread the message of bicycles are better than cars, that flowers are better than people.
Yes. Fake flowers are even better than people.
Yes, we have that issue sometimes. Well, you guys use fake flowers. Well, they last. And, well, they're in the store, so you can't blame me for buying something in the store.
We have to use fake flowers because if you're gonna use real ones, they're gonna be worn out in half a day. Especially in the sun, it's not gonna work. We have to use fake flowers.
That's the story.
And also the bikes are gonna stay. It's not like we're using
Yeah,
fake
they
flowers
have to-
and then throwing them away.
Bikes have to ride, is my whole thing. They must be able to ride. I don't
Yeah,
care how much weight is on it. Yours is really heavy, and then there's the crab trap bicycles, record bicycles. Those were really heavy. Computer bicycle weight.
Oh my god, that's gonna be so much. Really?
Motherboards and computers. Yeah. But it was a Dutch Fietsfabriek that I had in Tarpon. So
Oh, very nice.
It still survives. Now this young guy, a 19-year-old kid, he has it. And we left the computer parts in the wheel. It's a regular dust bike. And he rides it to work.
I think that when did you make the computer bike?
You enjoy it? I never.
Because I think maybe with the technology that's there now, things are going to be less heavy. Maybe we can still try and make a new computer bike.
Old computers
Yeah.
going to nowhere.
That's
going
true.
to trash. So
Yeah.
you're taking them from
Yeah.
the trash, putting them there. So it's still, yeah, it's going to be heavy. But no, the technology you mean though is how LEDs and lasers are now available on
Lasers.
bicycles.
Yes.
So this computer bike has lots of lasers and LEDs, noise.
And maybe like a, what's it called? A hologram. I want a hologram.
It has to have a keyboard music.
Why are you laughing about it? We should have a hologram.
A hologram dancing bug in front of it.
Yeah, or maybe just somewhere on top if you can.
Hologram on the seat so no one can sit there.
Oh yes, because there's already a hologram on it. Great idea.
Speaking of, did you want a grass seat? You want to try that too? Have you thought about it?
I think it's a good idea. Wait.
I think the glue's going to hold. Oh, but I didn't bring the grass.
Smoke weed every day.
Another recycling technique. Because, you know, they were getting really old and ugly, and, well, I can't
And now they're really
such
new and
ugly shoes
shiny.
on a flower bike, so...
Now you
I
got
never
shiny
thought
shoes.
I'd use copper glitter on a bike, so, well, shoes got
On
it.
shoes. Hey, it works.
They get one more season out of them, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I love it.
With the LEDs on.
Yes.
So I haven't tried those out yet.
No?
No,
You should.
I will as soon as it gets dark.
Just like
Yes.
what Michelle's is doing. It's super
Yeah.
bright white.
Yeah,
Did you hear that guy? He just said.
well, when you hang out with Flowerbikeman and when you hang Flowerbikeman and Ferrybike Lady, your bike gets fairyized or flowerized, I guess you can call it. What do we have coming down the parking garage? You guys see what I see? What is that?